Hey YouTube, Sam here. Well, I went to open the hood to change the thermostat on this thing because that sensor that I did down here is not working. It's still heating up. So I'm just going to go to the thermostat, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to do a little bit more research. But anyhow, unfortunately that did not work. But the days of a 2-minute thermostat, pull a couple bolts out, throw a thermostat in, are gone, because this thing is going to be even harder to change by a bit than that whatever temperature sensor that I threw in there. So anyhow, we're going to start digging into it. And the first thing I'm going to do is take off this top hose. Now, we are outside, so I don't want to hurt any animals by letting this just hit the ground, not to mention it's probably not so good for the environment. So I do have a catch pan underneath here. In case you're wondering where we're at, here's your front motor mount here on the right, well, the driver's side, and right there is where we're taking it off at. I don't know how much of that you're able to see, but I'm just kind of twisting this, and it finally broke loose here, and I'm going to try and pull this off without losing too much and putting it up where hopefully it won't drain out too much. You're going to lose some. And the next thing I'm going to take off is this air inlet hose here. We're going to have to unplug all the sensors off of it. And if I remember correctly from doing the air filter, this was kind of a pain in the butt. And I had to move you to get you out of the way again, so I'm kind of looking towards the driver's side here now again. That one. Pull this PCV valve out of here, I believe. Okay, and then there's a hose clamp here, and a hose clamp here, and a hose clamp down here. And we're going to go ahead and just loosen all of them so everything moves best I can get it to move anyway. I can get to this top one, but that bottom one's got this, it looks like a heater hose of some sort, which is metal, the exhaust system, which is metal, all that stuff's in the way, and I cannot move it. I've tried all the different sockets and things, I can't figure out a way to get it down there. So unfortunately, it appears that throttle body there is going to be moved. And to do that, it appears right above where the throttle cable stuff is, there's a 13mm right in here, and there's also one down kitty corner from there. I don't think there is more than just the two. I am not positive. If there is, I'll let you know. But whoever designed this should be ashamed of themselves. Once again, this is crazy to have to do something like this to change your thermostat. Yet again, another one of those parts inevitably you will have to replace in a car if you own it long enough. Now, the bottom one of these was actually just a nut on a stud down there, so your top one is actually a bolt here, so remember that. Alright YouTube, you saw me starting to take this thing off, and then my camera went kaput for some reason, and it's working now. So I'm gonna catch you up because I had to get this done, and it started being such a pain in the butt I decided to mess with my camera a little bit and get it going. So where I'm at, I took that off. I've popped this hose off of here because it was hooked to there, and then I finally got this thing to kind of move, but it's still hooked. And so basically you have to take this off. Now, there is a some sort of a clip type thing back here. I'm thinking I might be able to take it off partially by, but here's the problem with that. Not only are you going to be more of a pain in the butt back there, but this whole thing right here is solid and bolted in right over here, where I can take this off here. Unfortunately, I believe I'm going to have to take that off. I've already unbolted where it was hooked in right here because I thought that's what was holding this on, and I'm hoping this whole thing will move that way, and in that case I might be able to get down there to the to that without taking the rest of this throttle body off, although I may have to anyway because I started moving this around, so I don't know how well that gasket's gonna seal again, but we'll see. Anyhow, so I'm going to figure out what that size of that is and undo this bolt right here. I don't know if there's something else, but we're going to get to it. I have a feeling this is going to be a nightmare to bleed. Speaking of bleeding, there's a bleeder valve right here, and there's another one over here on top of the part we're trying to get off here. And I did crack those to see if maybe that was some of my problem, like I had air in the lines, but I took it around for a drive and that didn't make a difference. So for any of you that are wondering about that. Something else over here, there's this clip. I need to take that off and get these out of the way because it's hooked to that. Another hose down here. I took the hose clamp off of that when my camera was being stupid. We're going to get that unlodged from here as well. There we go. Now that's allowing this to move quite a bit. Okay, I think that's about as far as I'm going to go without breaking things here. Alright, I got neighbors next door having a conversation, so I got to keep it quiet, but we're down underneath here where we took this nut off of the stud down here and using a deep well 13mm socket, getting over the top of that and loosening. I got neighbors and I got planes now, but I got to get this done, so I was able to crack this loose, just get it in here and pull on it. You don't have a lot of space though, because there's some hard lines down here that are difficult to get by here. There she blows. And there is the number of the one I'm replacing it with. If I mentioned this was an 8mm, and we're on the passenger side in case you don't know where this is. Alright, so full throttle here, put the barrel nut in, it goes down through the hole there, unless you do what I just didn't get it caught. There we go. And that goes through there, next to there. This one, if I knock you around, just snaps on. Well, easier said than done, obviously. This is moving, so I'm going to snap it backwards for now. Or not. There we go. And that goes on there. So to get that off, you push on it that way and it pops. Little stub down here. This goes on. Confession time. This PCV valve or whatever it is popped off the back here in the midst of trying to kind of mess with it to get it out. I broke it. So I found this piece of rubber hose, which I'm hoping will work, and spliced it back together. But the biggest problem is I got to figure out where this thing goes, and quite honestly I'm not going to mess around with the camera anymore. So this is going to go back on. We got to fill it back up with antifreeze, and that should be the job. Well, on YouTube, unfortunately, kind of like I thought, doing the thermostat didn't really work. Now, we're driving the car. It's not in here right now. We're driving the car. It's getting up past halfway and then a little bit further, but it's not pegging it right down into the you know, red lining or anything like that. It's just getting hotter than I would like, and I don't know if maybe this car just runs hotter. I have a feeling, unfortunately, like my truck and now my Escape as well, I'm going to be putting a radiator in this thing. My next step though will be just flushing the radiator out as best I can. I kind of thought about doing that at the end of this video, and then I decided, no, I'm going to see if this thermostat was the problem, and I don't think it is. I think it might have helped a little bit. It might be just flowing a little better than the last one, so therefore it's not getting quite as hot. It doesn't seem like it's going quite as far, but it never was pegging it clear to the end of the needle. It just goes up further than I would like, and then it kind of comes back a little bit and stays still above halfway, but not, you know, kind of in between halfway and all the way hot kind of thing. So, which is quite a bit more, I think, than it should be. So I don't know if the car is having a problem, or like I said, I need to flush the radiator, maybe replace the radiator. We'll see. So anyhow, it's still a video on how to replace your thermostat in an 02 Buick Rendezvous, so take it as it is. Hopefully it helps your situation out, unlike mine. Alright, this is Sam, Jack of all, and obviously Master None. You all have a good one.